Okay, so I was gonna go upstairs and do a picture as my backdrop from my video of the autograph I got from Sean Young when I met her at Indiana Comic Con 2019. Was it? I met her. So anyway, yeah, it was a Sunday. The Sundays at the con is kind of busy during the morning, but as it gets later in the day, it trails off, so it's easy to get autographs. So, I'm glad I met her because I would have regretted it. I do regret not getting her a photo op with her. So I walked up to her table. She wasn't there yet, and I was the only one because the volunteer was like, "You can walk up. She'll be here in a few minutes." So then I shook her hand and got to talk to her, and I think it was like $60 for her autograph, which was well worth it. And I asked her, I said, "What was it like um, working with Harrison Ford?" And she was like, "Well, he could have been nicer." And I said, "What was it like to work with Ridley Scott?" And then that's when she was like, "Well," she's like, "I was very young at the time when I made this movie, and um, Ridley Scott kept hitting on me." And I think at the time she said Ridley Scott was married or had a girlfriend. I can't remember. It was either or. So anyway, but Ridley Scott kept coming on to her and be like, "Hey, let's go out to dinner. Let's go on a date." And Sean Young was like, "You're married, or had a girlfriend." Like I said, I don't remember what she said or about Ridley Scott, but he kept you know, coming on to her, and she was just like, she basically said, "I told Ridley Scott to back the fuck off me. I'm not going out on a date for you. I'm not going out with a date. That is the final straw." So when I asked her about Blade Runner 2049, I said, "That wasn't you in the movie. That was CGI, right? That was just CGI you." And she was just kind of confused. I said, "That was not you. They just just put you in the movie, and it wasn't you." And she was like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "I went to the movies to see Blade Runner 2049, and when she said she saw Rachel come up on the screen, she goes, she was so fucking pissed." She goes, "I was so fucking pissed. I was so fucking mad." She's like, "I did not give," because Ridley Scott produced it, and I can pronounce the guy's name that directed it, but Ridley Scott produced it. And she was like, "I did not give Ridley Scott my okay to put Rachel, myself, into that movie." And she was just like, "I guess that was my big fuck you from Ridley Scott because I wouldn't go on a date with him back in '82. So I had to share that story. That was like the best $60 I've ever spent, and the best story I ever had in interaction with any celebrity at a Comic-Con. So I had to share that story.